So there we have it. Northampton Saints take the Premiership final 25-21, but what a great effort from 14-man Bath. I mean, Bath could have scored early on, but the bounce of the ball just didn't go their way. Northampton couldn't quite execute their attacks. And I did suggest in the preview Bath had a power edge, and they definitely looked really good in the scrum. Thomas Dutoy smashing up Alex Waller early on. And Northampton had a poor start, 2 penalties in a row. Tom Pearson, then Courtney Laws in the tackle, give away a penalty, so it's 0-3. Russell did miss one early on, but he gets the second one. And that poor opening 7 minutes cost them 3 points, but could easily have been a try down as well. Because Bath are smashing into these tackles. We had Yules, we had Underhill, we had Thokanasiga, all smashing big waist-high tackles early on. Tommy Freeman saving the day, good tackle on Muir out wide. That was a cracking battle between Will Muir, Tommy Freeman, who both came out of this game looking really good. I think Freeman's going with England in the summer. Muir could well go because it's another brilliant performance from him. Does very little wrong. Brilliant in the air. And Northampton are trying to get their attack going, but struggling to get over the gain line. Bath smashing them, harassing them well. But they do get a cheap not rolling away penalty, but Finn Smith hooks that kick pretty badly. So even though Saints are going nowhere in their attacks in the first 20 minutes, Finn Smith spots this quite nicely on the next attack, drops back in drop goal range and knocks it over. That was good stuff. 3-3. And then the big moment in the game, Beno Urbano, just danger moments for him. He goes from low to high in the tackle. Augustus is dipping a bit in the carry, as you should do when you carry, and Urbano just gets it all wrong. He's going for the chest, but actually it's shoulder into the head. It could be a red, it is a red, and Bath, I mean, they clearly geared up to smash Northampton, but Urbano gets it wrong, and goodness me, he is devastated. He knows he could have lost the game right then, and in the end, it turns out he probably did. And then the 5 minutes after the red card is the best spell for Northampton. The gaps start opening up, Bath start panicking a little bit, Slight home first, going through a really good run, and then Furbank hides behind the ruck, and they run a play they've run a lot of times before, where Finn Smith fades out, big inside ball, Bath don't read it from the side of the ruck and Furbank slices through. It's a 3-on-1 for an easy finish for Freeman. So really well worked there for Northampton as Bath struggled to adapt to 14 men. Now in between these two Northampton tries, Bath could have scored again. Brilliant crossfield kick from Spencer out of the scrum half slot, and it just bounces away from Gallagher. He could have had 2 tries early on. And then the second Northampton try, Pearson coming to the party with 2 big head down carries, smashes aside Cameron Redpath. Ollie Slightholme, he's down the left and he is 100% trying to grub it infield, but it comes off his foot badly. It's so bad it fools Will Muir, and Slightholme shows good pace to score. So a little bit fortuitous, but they make the most of those 14 men very early on, 15-13. But Bath come back well in the last 10 minutes of the half. Just power from Bath. Counter-rucks, big mauls, and then head down Thomas Dutoy, who was fantastic in this game. He smashes over, so 15-10. What a great power counter from Bath, who of course had to tighten up. Now they're down to 14 men. Brilliant wide conversion as well, 15-10. Thomas Dutoy, like I said, is just on fire. Brilliant turnover. He got another later on. Goodness me, if he is not in the South African squad, there is no justice. And Saints, they're trying to force a pass, they're trying to make something happen and forcing it a bit too much. I mean, you can see why, because there's a man down, they're trying to get it to space, but Dingwall with a couple of loose passes didn't have his best game. But a good audacious break from Mitchell, getting the offload, but Bath hang on. So it's 15-10 at half time. And then just after half-time, Finn Russell showing up with a lovely show and go on the counter-attack. Thokanasiga on a power line, but then Alex Waller, what's he doing? Flops over the tackle and then just stays there, makes no effort to roll away, gives away an easy pen. So that was a very cheap one, 15-13 within 2 points. And then a minute later, Saints turned down 3 points from a good jackal from Courtney Laws, and they did this a couple of times, a couple of opportunities to kick, and they ran or they went for the corner. They go for the jugular on this occasion, but it's a brilliant defensive play from Underhill from the back of the line out, and Russell rushing up from the try line, stop Odendahl dead and force him off. World-class defence from Underhill, who was brilliant in this game. Russell as well, putting his body on the line. Top quality physical game for Bath for sure. But then a painful technical scrum penalty gives Saints another penalty. This time they actually take it, 18-13. So it's looking good for Northampton. They're just starting to eke away, even though they're not playing great. Now, Bath have a good 10-minute spell. They get through some long phases of possession. It's not the best attack, but they're keeping possession. They're in good territory. They kind of run out of options. And finally, though, they find some space with a good crossfield kick. It's again from Spencer. He does this so well. Hendy is badly out of position and Muir pounces. Brilliant try, spot on from Spencer. He's so good. He's got to go on this England tour in the summer. And Bath are level. Conversion missed, which is a shame, but it's 18-all. Spencer and Russell really working the 14-man Bath around the pitch well. Curtis Langdon, who's had a poor game in this final. He had a great game in the semi, but not so good this one. Just too desperate to shift the ball on in the next play, and he drops it cold. Yes, there is an overlap outside, but again, Northampton forcing the pass, not good enough handling, and Bath are right in there, doing well in the scrum with a back on the flank. Unfortunately, Thockensieg doesn't have the hands to hold on to a decent offload from Lawrence, but Bath, they're looking the better team. Thomas Toy, because he's that good, gets another Jackal penalty. Redpath with a Jackal penalty. They're definitely winning the breakdown, that is for sure, but they just can't quite execute their strike plays because they are that man down, I think, but they're working like absolute dogs. It's a tense game. It's good that the red card didn't spoil this game, that's for sure. And then more possession for Bath. It's slow play again, but they do well to trap Saints on the wrong side of the ruck, so clever stuff there, and they take the lead 18-21, and they're starting to believe. Northampton are fluffing their lines. On 17 minutes, Mitchell with a terrible decision. They get a penalty. Easy 3 points, but he taps and goes. And brilliant work, if you watch carefully, from Thomas Toy, who backtracks 10 metres, then makes the tackle, and then Northampton drop the attack. So terrible decision. Great play from Bath to defend it, though. And at this point, I'm feeling like Bath are deserving this win, this phenomenal win with 14 men. But you know, with one man down, all it takes is one good attack. And then it comes on 73 minutes, and it's brilliance from the sub George Hendy. He's the magic man. He has a bit of a start on Lawrence and gasses him. Then he steps Muir and Gallagher. Mitchell does well to track, and his running game is his strength. And he feeds him to step and score. So it's a brilliant try. Not out of nothing, but it was well worked and definitely didn't help having a man down, of course. So 25-21. But Northampton really struggled to see the game out, and Bath get 3 really good attacking opportunities, but they just can't make it stick. Ludlam and Miller Mills with some good counter-maul defence there to survive. And that is it, 25-21. So Northampton do enough to win. Let me know what you think of this game down below. Who played well, who didn't, but Bath will go away thinking, what if we kept 15 men on the pitch and we didn't have to lose Barbary pretty much for the whole game? What could we have done? But they're going to try again next season. Saints are going to try and get better next season as well. Pop all those comments below, like, subscribe if you like these sorts of match reports, and I'll catch you next time.